Who the hell is watching me at 2:30 in the morning? Bum bum bum.
Where am I needed? I've got a long road ahead.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
You have done quite enough.
Hello, hello.
Hey Rico,
Good morning.
it's good morning for me. It's the fucking midnight oil getting burned for you.
2:50 exactly in the morning.
You've gone past the midnight oil, so
I can't sleep, brother. My
that's
med,
fair.
my meds finally came in, and after a week or two without them, I want to just say it happens every time. When I take them, I can't sleep that whole day. Or till the next day, maybe.
Stirs in recognition.
That is fair enough.
This man is infected.
It's not. It's god awful, but like you know, you do it. You deal with what you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm. I have much to do today.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Get an extension on the water bill. Go to Rent-A-Center, pick up a controller. What was it? Grocery shopping. Maybe pay the late fee of the rent. Maybe. We'll see about that. Clean the kitchen. And start working on my review video. Now that I got my medications, I have no excuse not to.
Few bits to do, so few bits to do.
Mm-hmm.
That is fair enough. I was also planning on doing a few things today, but I think I've decided I'm going to take it pretty easy instead. Got a lot of attention on Twitter last night, and
Oh, yes, you did.
kind of fucked me up.
I
Kind of got me stressed.
I bet you were arguing with a lot of motherfuckers.
I was, and then eventually I was like, oh, okay, this has been found by a lot of people who are just full-on defending anti-Semitism, but leftistly.
Yeah.
I'm just muting this, and I am staying off Twitter for a few days.
Just move on with your life, buddy.
Yeah,
I've already been called a genocide supporter.
Yeah, multiple times. I have been so vocal in my hatred of Israel. Like I've fucking, you go through it, you won't find a word that isn't just Israel is fucking evil. But like, you know, because I said unrelated group of people who have curse upon the Jews on their flag are anti-Semitic and that's bad, you know, that means I'm actually pro-genocide.
Again, a lot of people have completely lost the fucking plot.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Like I could not get over how how hard people were going at you saw the thing I said. There's the reoccurring response of like, oh, you know, fucking black people aren't bombing the south, and it's like, yeah, Israel isn't bombing Yemen, and they're like, oh, well, you know, fucking the Houthis are getting attacked in support of Israel. It's like the Houthis are getting attacked because they're attacking shipping lanes.
Because they're attacking shipping lanes. It's really that simple.
Yeah, like the Houthis could be there like we're attacking shipping lanes in support of Israel, which would have been somehow even more nonsensical than what the claim they're actually making is, and like they still like there's no cause they could. Oh no, actually this is the best one. If the Houthis are like, yeah, we're attacking Chinese ships in support of Taiwan, they'd still be getting the shit blown out of them. And they're not even getting that. I don't even think they're getting like hit that hard. They've had like 5 casualties or something.
Yeah, and that's by their own reports.
Yeah, like
They can take me on.
fucking. But like everyone's acting like, you know, the Yemenis. Is that the Yemenis? Whatever.
Yemeni, yeah.
Yeah, Yemeni. Everyone's acting like, oh, the Jewish people have oppressed the Yemenis so much and they bombed the fight. I was like, they literally don't. Like, if you want to look at a history of like, you know, ethnic conflict and Jewish people with regards to Yemen, you're going to find that actually the Jews are the ones who've gotten fucking shafted.
Yeah, I learned that one. I was like, oh, the Yemeni people have a nice long history of being monstrous and anti-Semitic towards the Jews.
Yeah, which, like, to be fair, you know, who doesn't?
Which demographic doesn't at this point?
Yeah, but like, you know, it's just mad that like people's response to actually it's not good that this guy is anti-Semitic is, well, yeah, but like, what if we made up more shit to pin on the Jews?
But
You know, it's fucking wild.
But what if we did that?
Yeah. No, I take solace in the fact that like I've examined my analogy a lot. I've like, okay, what are the actual flaws? Because I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of criticism and I'm like reacting to it. Like on an emotional level, I'm not reacting well to it because it's like humans are not meant to take the level of fucking flack I'm getting. You know, that we our brains don't process that. But you know, I'm stepping back and I'm looking at the analogy and it's like, is it a perfect analogy? I could probably have picked a better demographic than like black people and anti-black racism in the US. I think, in retrospect, I think if I had said like Muslims, that would have been better. I think that would have been more analogous. But I also don't think that would have changed a lot of the flack I'm getting because at the end of the day, a lot of these people are just going like, so white guy talk like. I'm getting 2 forms of. I think a lot of the flack I'm getting comes from 2 like roots. One is I am backing the Houthis because fuck U.S. imperialism, blah blah blah. Which like literally the first reply under my tweet is me going, yeah, look, fuck U.S. hegemon, but you don't have to back the guys with. I said death to Jews and I misremembered. It's death to Israel, a curse upon all Jews. That's what's on their flag.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I did. Very clearly making the point that like I am also against U.S. hegemony, but like these, you know, you don't gotta hand it though. And then the other one is I saw a few people going like, I'm sorry, I'm going off on this because like it got me a bit fucked up.
No, by all means, brother, fucking
yeah.
I saw that shit. Get it out of your system.
Yeah, and the other one was there was a few people going like, oh, look at this fucking white guy, like, you know, stay in your lane, don't talk about black stuff, and it's like. I don't think acknowledging the existence of anti-black racism and saying other all forms of racism are equally bad is what's the lane? Is the lane that white people can't acknowledge racism is bad? Like what the?
Unironically think exactly that.
I mean I do believe it. I didn't have a high opinion of the Twitter left, fucking quotation marks on left there, because a lot of these people are full on fucking fash. Gone down when like I'm looking at accounts who like I previously have respected and like I've seen them have bad takes, but like they're looking at this and like, oh, the power line. The one I saw, there's that one fucking Scarlet or something, and I've seen okay takes from her at times. but like, you know, overall, you know, opinion has decreased with time. And she's just the barbarism critic. Sorry, that's what she's. I think so. That's what she's called. And it's like, yeah, the power dynamics are totally the same here, and it's like, they actually kind of are. No one in Yemen is being oppressed by the Jews specifically, or even by Israel realistically. Like the biggest argument someone made against it. Well, the two arguments were like they're getting bombed on behalf of Israel, which is like, again, no, not really. They're getting bombed because they're attacking shipping lanes, and like I don't know how to explain to you how not only does the entire world come together to kill pirates because international trade is that important. We have historic precedent in like the last 10 years for that. Like the fucking Somali pirates. What's the one thing Russia, China, America, and everyone else got together to agree on? Fuck the Somali pirates. They're agreeing on this too. Everyone hates pirates.
This is a standard that goes back centuries. Fuck pirates.
Yeah,
fuck pirates. Period.
Yeah, that's what it's what happens when you attack international trade. You get the shit blown out of you because people do not like when you attack international trade. That's just reality. Like I don't even think that's a capitalism thing. Like that's literally just like, yeah, international trade's kind of important. You will die if you fuck with it. And then the other one was what was it? Oh, I forgot what the second one was. Shit. Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about how there was 2 lines of... Oh. The fuck? Oh, yeah, I know this bit. Yeah, there was 2 lines of, like, defending it. And, like, oh, yeah, the other one... This came from the only person who did, like, actually make, I think, a strong case against my analogy. Where it's like, yeah, I'd be a little more defending of it if, or I'd give that white guy in the analogy a bit of a pass if black people had recently, you know, fucking cleared out and bombed Kentucky and took it over as their own. Which was like, yeah, that's actually fair enough. Like, or to which I was like, okay, that's actually a solid criticism of the analogy. However, that's the same logic that led to the ethnic cleansing of all the Jews in Yemen. So, like, it's still an insane perspective to take. To which their response was, oh, well, like, did Israel, like, stir tensions? And I was like, I mean, I can't say for a fact that they didn't, and I just don't know about it, but, like, I have no reason to believe they did. You know, I haven't seen anything indicating they might have.
And even then... It's kind of beside the point.
Yeah, like, now to be fair, that person did acknowledge, like, yeah, look, the fucking anti-Semitism is bad. I'm defending that. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people who ended up liking their replies were like, yeah, no, but like, I genuinely think there's like a lot of people on the left who at this point are just, who like at this, do you know what it fucking is? This is actually so annoying. I hate that this has turned out correct. I think this comes from the same fucking place. And you're going to agree with this. I know Maggie would not enjoy me saying this, but I stand by this. I think the fact that we've let, like, fucking... Oh, man. Fucking... It's a good thing it's a good thing no one's watching this right now, or I'd get a lot of fucking flack.
Well, no, not from my audience now.
No, but, like, if this got clipped, like, people would be like, see, we told you he was racist. I think this is kind of related to, like, the whole fucking... I think we've let people do essentialism way too fucking much on the left. And now people are like, well, like, you know, Israel is Jewish and they're doing this and they say they're doing it in the name of Jews and blah, blah, blah. And then it's just like, oh, okay, so because we did the whole, like, oh, let's, you know, the fucking silencer meme with, you know, white queers, white women, white, yeah, because we've just normalized you can, like, shit on any group of people fully and sincerely if they are an oppressor. We've just completely abandoned any form of actual analysis. And people are now like, yeah, actually, it is... I don't think, like, most people are, like, fully on board with this. But I think enough that it's, like, allowing for the really bad shit to happen. And for other people to, like, bandwagon with it. Of just, like, yeah, no, we're going to full-on fucking just doing essentialism, just doing like, oh well, like they're doing, we can call the Jews the bad guys here because Israel is bad. And it's like, yeah, Israel is bad, not Jewish people. Most Jews aren't Zionists. Most Zionists aren't Jews. This is like not a problem of, this is not a problem that justifies anti-Semitism at all. You do not need to hand it to them.
Yeah, no, the left has been engaging in a kind of essentialism in racial essentialism for quite some time now. I have pointed it out myself on numerous occasions.
Yeah. Your current fucking profile picture is a result of you pointing that out.
Yeah, it is it's just, and the dismissal of any of your criticism because you're a white guy is so on par for the left. That is so expected.
Yeah, no, it is. It's one of the early ones I saw was like literally a dude getting like really mad that like I mentioned black people, and it's like, okay, the first guy who liked this is black. So was like the third or fourth, but like there's a few people where I'm like, that's a black guy. That's or a lot of black people have liked it. So like, I that doesn't mean anything because black people aren't a monolith, but like it also means you don't get to fucking say it the other way around.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make this argument. To be fair, they're not making the argument that like all black people are against this because that'd be very silly. Like that would obviously fall apart immediately because there's hundreds of likes on it. You have to assume there wasn't a single black person liked it. It'd be very, very dumb. I don't know. It's annoying me because like I know I'm spouting some degree of nonsense here. Like that last point had nothing to do with anything, but it's kind of fried my brain a bit.
Just take a second to breathe, get your thoughts together. Well, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Handy out for me. Shot for you, but handy for me.
Just take a breath, brother. Because it sounds like you've been going through it. These people are putting you through the ringer.
Nah, it did fuck me up. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. I'd never admit that where these people would see it because fuck them. I want them all to suffer, and I will give them no victory. However, it did fuck me up. I threw up last night. Like I was not expecting this level of hate over what I think is like a really milquetoast take. Like I genuinely like.
My man, again, this is why I mute my tweets. Always.
Yeah,
I sometimes engage, but I dare say, fucking, hey, because these same type of people go on and on about how they can't support Biden, and I'm just like, then who would you support? And then I point out that y'all keep saying Biden should step down. This is just one thing, Biden should step down, and I'm just like. That is a useless demand or an insincere demand because you and I both know, not you and me, but it's you and the person I'm talking to.
You and hypothetical person you are having this conversation with.
Yes, you and I both know that it wouldn't matter what Democrat stepped up if Biden stepped down. Y'all would use the same arguments against them too. It's the whole fucking party you hate.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know why we're
fuck the Democrats, but fucking hell.
Exactly.
Just admit it, like.
Just admit it. Let's not pretend like Biden. Y'all call him Genocide Joe, and demand he step down or some shit. And I'm just like, let's be real here. Y'all would say this about literally any other Democrat. You do actually say this about any other Democrat.
No, like I was saying this. I was actually saying this to a friend yesterday. Like. You know, I was talking about Biden's presidency and how it is, with the exception of this, a fairly massive string of W's. Like he,
yeah,
a very controversial thing to say at this point. But like, if you went back to say like October 6th and you went like, look, let's be real, lads. Biden's presidency has been like pretty fucking good, all things considered. I'm very pleasantly surprised by this. I think even back then, like you wouldn't have back then, you wouldn't have gotten that much hate for it. You'd have gotten like, oh, you're a liberal, blah, blah. But then you just be like, I mean, look, all right, he's been good on unions. He's largely been good on unions. You know, he pulled out of Afghanistan. That's something we all wanted, right? Like we're all anti-war, anti-U.S. U.S. imperialism. You know, he's supported Ukraine, which technically counters the way I framed that last one. But like, you know, again, most people are not going to be like, no, he should. Like most people who are going to be like, no, he shouldn't support Ukraine, are going to have a hard time following that up and not just sounding like they want Russia to win. Like, I think overall, you get a strong fucking, like, good case to make, and then it's like this. But the point I was making to him that's relevant to this is that, like, the unfortunate truth is, you know, there aren't many timelines where, there weren't many people who were in the running for it who would have been significantly better. Like, the best timeline regarding this specific thing, and probably most issues, but specifically Gaza, would be Bernie. Bernie would have been noticeably better, but I don't think the death toll would be significantly different if it was Bernie in office instead of Biden. This isn't a Biden loves Israel thing, but every fucking Democratic president, and probably most of the Republican ones, hates Netanyahu because he's a cunt and thinks what he's doing right now is insane. Well, the Republicans wouldn't think that it's insane; they'd be calling it based. But you know, every Democrat thinks he's a fucking lunatic.
Oh yeah, no,
except for Fetterman, who is also a lunatic.
Yeah, every Democrat has tried, from Obama to now Biden, has tried to reel in Netanyahu for, like, I looked into this. At least the Democrats have had a very tenuous relationship with Netanyahu for fucking years now. For Netanyahu and his government, they have been trying to reel that motherfucker in for years. And then Trump comes in and tells Netanyahu, basically moves the U.S. embassy into Jerusalem, tells Netanyahu, go ahead, brother, do whatever the fuck you want. We got your back, bro. Like, because Netanyahu praised Trump. And Trump, you know, anyone who dick rides him, he'll fucking give them whatever they want. So, you know what I mean? So, I don't think the death toll would be any different regardless of who was in office. Even Bernie, because Bernie would have struggled dealing with Netanyahu just as well as anybody else would have. Because
like when I say I think Bernie would have been better, I mean that, like, Bernie's public rhetoric on the subject would have been better. I think Bernie would have been like a little less like unconditional support type shite. Yeah. And like that still wouldn't have been good enough in my eyes, but like I can acknowledge the fact that, like, this is a situation in which there was never going to be what I would consider to be good enough from anyone. Like,
no one. This is a lose-lose situation for everybody, all parties involved. The craziest thing to me, though, is like Biden his administration has been working behind the scenes, trying desperately. I mean, there's I can't remember who it was exactly, but I think it was Secretary of Defense or somebody literally came out and said that, like, we have been trying to talk to this fucker, but Netanyahu has been basically giving us the middle finger. Just Netanyahu, like,
I saw that. I saw that, like, was it yesterday or the other day? Like, it was of just like. And like, it was someone like criticizing Biden about it, and I was like, but it was a fair criticism of just like, you know, it's fucking wild how, like, the Biden admin keeps bending over backwards trying to like is publicly so nice and like trying
to placate a psychopath.
Yeah, and it's just like constantly Netanyahu just like fucking giving like the US the fingers, telling them to fuck off and doing whatever he wants. Like it's wild how that fucking dynamic has worked, purely because like, you know, the past few decades have been spent bigging up how important and good Israel is, despite the fact that they are, like, one of, somehow, all right, in a world filled with incredibly racist countries, Israel might be the most racist.
Easily.
Which is insane. Like, the actual most racist country.
They got, hold on, they got stark competition with Russia. Russia is extremely racist.
Russia's pretty racist, but alright, hear me out on this, okay? So, Israel is, like, explicitly an ethno-state for, like, Jewish people. Like, that's just the point.
That's fair.
They're not even an ethno-state for most types of Jewish people. They've been genocidal towards Ethiopian Jews, for instance. Or, as I learned in the fucking process of, like, arguing this with people and like looking shit up, there is like I think it was like fucking 1 in 10 Yemeni Jew babies in Israel in like the 40s, 50s, 60s, something like that, just disappeared. Like that's that's bad enough. Netanyahu has been like, yeah, that's a stain on our history. Now apparently the problem wasn't like, oh yeah, they went genocidal. You know, for the most part it was just like absolute negligence. But like that's still pretty fucked. You know?
Handily.
Yeah, like, look, I'm fucking... Okay, well, to be fair, if it was mostly just like, yeah, babies happen to die and we just were incredibly negligent in our reporting of it, that's better than the mother and baby homes that we had. If you ever want to hit the Catholic Church, look into the mother and baby homes in Ireland. I'm pretty sure the last one closed the year I was born.
You don't have to tell me twice about the Catholic Church, dog.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta. You don't have to work too hard to convince me.
Yeah. We do have the woke Pope now, though, so you know maybe it'll get better.
I love that. I love this Pope.
He's the best of them. Low bar, cataclysmically low bar. Bar is in hell. You know the mole people stole it, and then Satan stole it from them.
Yeah, it is a cataclysmically low bar, but it is a bar that and I imagine it's got to be tough on him because I know he's trying to redeem the Catholic Church because he knows.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't put much thought into it. I just like see headlines. Like the one I really liked was the really recent one where it's like, I like to think there's no one in hell. And it's like, that's just such a fucking human thing to want. Like, that's just an empathetic human thing to want to think. He's not even saying it's true. He's just like, look, I don't know this for a fact, but I'd like to think no one is actually in hell. And it's like, how the fuck is someone going to take issue with that? Like, there's no political statement there other than like, God, I hope God has forgiven all of us, regardless of our sins. And it's like, if you take issue with this, you're just evil.
You're just
or you're
evil.
me, where you think actually, no, to be fair, I also disagree with that. There are a lot of people where it's like, no, I hope they're getting eternal damnation. Fuck them. I would be a spiteful God, not a merciful one.
No, yeah. Me too. Though eternal damnation just sounds like a lot of work. So for me, I'd just be like, can I just kill these guys and be done with them?
Soul erasure.
Just snap my finger and they just disappear because I'm like, I ain't trying to damn these guys for fucking forever. That means I'm stuck with them forever, and I don't want to do that.
You don't have to be the one doing it. Like, you just, you send them to hell, and it's like, okay, Satan, your job.
Oh, nah, I wouldn't.
Delegate. You're God. You can delegate.
I like Satan. I wouldn't dare send shitheads to him because I'm just like whatever.
Okay, have you ever seen The Good Place?
Yes, I have.
Okay, we do what Michael's original plan was. We get them to torture each other.
To torture each other, yes. Stick the worst people on an island with each other, and just leave them there.
Coming through.
Yeah, fucking. Except it's hell. Oh, The Good Place is, I think, like one of the Good Place is peak. It's absolute peak. One of the best shows. Just full stop.
Full stop. And it's the lessons it teaches, representation of hell. Honestly, it is probably the most religious show written by people who I doubt are religious themselves. Written and acted by people who doubt are that incredibly religious themselves. Like, if you wanted to sell me on religion, I wouldn't watch I wouldn't watch a PureFlix film. I'd recommend The Good Place.
I forgot PureFlix was a thing. That's really funny.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Man.
But I digress.
Yeah, no, the good. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was, yeah. Fucking. Oh god, what was the subject we were literally just talking about?
We were talking about how the online left has been tearing you a new one for daring.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what specifically was the way we were framing it? I think I was talking about like how. Oh no, yeah, we did that. How Bernie and Biden would be like roughly.
Bernie and Biden, they'd be roughly equivalent. But the left already that's another reason why I don't take the left seriously anymore, is how they turned on Bernie after he lost to Biden. And I mean completely turned on, I mean flat out fucking abandoned him. And has long since the left has long since gotten culturally worse, while Bernie has remained relatively the same, the same person with the same politics, advocating for the same shit, but the left has gotten too extreme for even Bernie.
Yeah, no, I've seen people make good criticisms of him, where it's like, I think he was a little too quick to hand shit off to Biden. I think he should have gone harder in the primary. I think his rhetoric should have been stronger earlier regarding this. And it's like, these are all fair criticisms, but then it's just like, Bernie is a traitor to the revolution because he hasn't tried to do Jan 6 himself or some fucking insane shit like that. Which I don't know if I've seen that take specifically, but I also fully believe there's like a quadruple digit number of people on the online left who would actually just unironically defend that position. Actually, no, I'll go further.
Go ahead.
Oh no, why did I open Twitter accidentally? I'm not fucking doing that. No, did that out of habit. I have 12 notifications and I muted the original fucking tweet, so that's probably not good.
If there's one thing I've learned, is that everyone on Twitter, even the most batshit insane of them, have a short attention span. They'll yell and bleat and this, that, and the third for a couple hours, maybe even a whole day. They'll get over it eventually. They'll get over it and move on.
I know. I'm not gonna fucking I'm not gonna be the Twitter main character for a week, if for no other reason than outside of a very specific demographic of people, what I said is just kind of unreproachable. I've put thought into it. The biggest criticism I would genuinely take of what I said is that it's not the best analogy. And to which, to be honest, my actual response to that is yeah, because we're talking about different demographics, and I'm trying to explain this to I'm trying to use an example of bigotry a lot of people would get, which because I'll be real, I don't expect people who are reading the tweet I was quote tweeting and thinking this guy has a point to have the fucking intelligence and wherewithal to understand, to know of other fucking forms of racialized or ethnic bigotry and why they were also bad. I have a very low opinion of anyone who needed it explained to them why what OP said was bad. So I'm going with, but but I do think a better example would have been Islamophobia rather than anti-black racism, if for no other reason than then there is the the parallel. That's the word I'm looking for. The parallel of okay, well,
See,
America has been bombed by a fundamentally and nominally Islamist group. That's closer to hating black people. But racist white people hating black people is just the example I came up with when I was looking at the tweet. I don't think it's it's a less direct parallel, but it's also equally making the point.
See, that's what I'm saying. At least me, this is how I am. You don't have to be exact or 100% correct in you don't have to have the perfect analogy. If you understand the point being made, then we're good. Unfortunately, a lot of people see any gap in your logic or see any imperfection and use that as evidence that the whole argument is wrong, when no, it's not. The argument is still sound.
100%. Do you know what the fucking irony of this is?
Yes, sir.
So, I'm going to pause this. There we go. So the most ironic thing about this is that a lot of these people hate debate bros, but they are doing the most quintessentially debate bro shit that people fucking would rag on debate bros forever. They're going,
oh, well, this isn't perfectly analogous. It's like, okay, but like my point remains the same. Like, it doesn't actually need to be a perfect analogy for the point to carry across that, like, you wouldn't accept a statement like this defending blatant bigotry on merit of, like, oh, well, you know, fucking, he doesn't know any Jewish people. I was like, so?
So?
You know, stage 2, like, I have a story called The 3 Stages of Realizing My Granddad's a Racist. Stage 2 is him going, I've never met a poor Jew, and me and my dad arguing with him for 20 minutes until my dad eventually went, wait, have you ever met a Jew? And the answer was no. It's actually still bad to be racist against people you don't know personally. That has to be explained is, like, fucking wild. That has to be explained to supposed progressives is fucking wild.
That's what kills me more than anything. It's just like y'all. And again, that's why I'm saying they've lost the plot. They have talked themselves into increasingly more extreme positions, and their defense is not so much that they're wrong on the substance, that you support genocide. You support that's their go-to now. If you, any criticism of their decorum, arguments, beliefs now, you must support genocide. For pointing out that, guys, you guys are being incredibly anti-Semitic. Just not even anti-Semitic, just flat out racist.
Yeah,
like, that's what this is.
God, it's wild to me how important it apparently is for so many people to just defend being racist. Like, because that's fundamentally what's going on here. Like, my criticism is, like, I'm not even criticizing, like, their actions in that tweet. All I'm doing is pointing out that it is wrong to make excuses for bigotry. And there was one guy. Do you follow fucking Tony Pajama on Twitter as well? Do you see his tweets?
Tony who?
Tony Pajama.
Tony Pajama. I probably do.
He's like friend to all, I think, is the thing. I think I think
friend
he
to
started,
all. Yes. Yeah, I love that guy.
Great dude. I think he started following me after, like, I wouldn't even call it a debate, but, like, we did a conversation about Manic Hesperian a few months back. But no, cool dude. I accidentally stole the tweet off him because I saw him say that, liked it, you know, moved on, and then later on that day, that day being yesterday, I saw the fucking tweet. I saw the tweet he was responding to again, and it was like, just it popped into my head like, here's the counter argument. And then mine got traction and his didn't.
Yep. That's how that works. Like my friend Clara Tan, I responded to the person who talked about the suicide, saying they almost would basically rather kill themselves than vote for Biden. I responded and I got basically no pushback. Clara Tan made pretty much the exact same reply, and she has been getting fucking dogpiled ever since.
That's bollocks.
It's just funny how that works, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It's insane. I responded to that as well, and I got the one that annoyed. So my response to it was, like, fairly standard, you know. But I also made the point of, like, you know, you don't get to be a revolutionary. Well, you don't get to claim being a revolutionary if, like, you know, you just want to lie down and die when there's work to be done. And some dipshit responds with, like, "Yo, the work isn't being done," and I'm like, okay. And I, like, went off on them, and I just had this whole fucking. It's like 3 tweets, and I'm proud of it. I think it was actually just, like, really well put, and, like, that honestly that should have gotten more traction than the fucking the, you know, racism is bad thing. I think that was it was down some replies, but I think it was a fucking great take of just, like, if you think there's no work being done, that just tells me you've never done the fucking work. Like, exactly. Every fucking day activists go out and graft and grind to build community, to help to build community, to forge bonds, to try and convince the people that there can be a better tomorrow, and that if they all work together for it. And this guy's just like, but your response is, you know, getting shit done will be, you know, when we actually get shit done, it'll be violent and bloody. And it's like, you're a LARPer. I'm sorry, you don't want to do the work. You just want the glory. Shut the fuck up. You do not get to claim shit. Yeah. And, like, that was my I think that's one of the best takes I've ever put on that fucking website. Like, and they're all bangers, so like that's high praise. But like I was very, it's weird. I was proud of that because I absolutely was. I was so unimpeachably right. Like, there is no possible way to look at that fucking conversation and think that guy is more correct about like getting things done than I am, because his response to getting things, at the prospect of getting things done, is I don't care unless it's cool and glorious and bloody. Mine is it's not. It's mundane. It's simple. It's hard work. It gets you nowhere half the time.
It is incredibly slow process.
Yeah,
but
getting you get.
It is, and part of getting the work done is doing the most mundane task that asks literally nothing of you but to fill out a fucking dot on a piece of paper. In other words, show up to vote at a bare minimum. Everything else, do all the other shit. But all I'm asking is for you to just swallow your fucking pride and just put a fucking a dot on who to vote for.
Yeah, I mean, that was my first thing. It was just like, fucking, you don't get to claim being revolutionary if, when faced with the prospect of ticking the no box on a slip of paper that asks fascism, you choose suicide instead. Like, you don't get to lie down and die when there's work to be done and claim to be a revolutionary. But like, it's LARPing. A lot of that's the fundamental thing. Like, for so many of these people, I don't think most of the Twitter left is actually genuinely political. Like, that's the honest answer. I don't think these people have aspirations or goals politically. I don't think they have like any plans to make things work. They just sort of
no, not at all.
They just want to doom over like how bad shit is, and it's like, yeah, look, you could do that. Shit's pretty bad. I'm not gonna fucking deny that. Like. But like, you know, it doesn't get better because you complain about it. It gets better because you take action to make it better, and it's big changes, so it's not going to be done off the back of like one fucking dude. But like, they don't care. It's not the point. The point to these people is to be the hero of the story.
But not just that, they want to be angry and miserable, and that's why I made that tweet about that I can't stand these insufferably joyless assholes. Because
you were so right.
Because their whole thing, they see their misery as a virtue. They see you and everyone else not as miserable as them as evidence that you're ignorant. You just this, that, and the third. You're the one that's wrong, not them. They and I'm just like, there's a lot to be grateful for, to be happy about, to live for. And there's a lot of work to be done, and living for a better tomorrow is, if nothing else, is all the reason any one person needs, especially if you're politically active. But if you come into politics and all you are is your fucking misery and woe, and all you want to do is spread that around and just be an insufferable asshole, none of you people can just be normal.
Yeah, unironically, they would be more effective if they completely they would be more effective at achieving the political goals they supposedly want if they entirely disengaged from politics.
That's why I said that. I was like, y'all need to just get out of politics. Go get help. Get out of politics. Get away from it. You people, insufferably joyless, fucking completely broken people need to just get out of politics. Go do literally anything else with your life, because this ain't for you.
No, 100%.
Because neither you nor I, me and you, like, we are painfully aware of how fucked things are. But god damn, maybe we're just built different. But I don't know. I just can't see myself taking my own personal misery of my life and then combining it with the misery of politics and just being awful.
Yeah, no, fucking. It is a thing. Like, I wonder sometimes, like, how do people get that bad? Like, I don't understand how someone gets to the point where they're like, actually, I think the best thing we can do is bitch and moan and be miserable all day. I genuinely don't get how like you reach that point of just. It's like I've gotten pretty doomer, but like you pull yourself out of it after a while because what the fuck else are you going to do? Like fuck being miserable all day. Jesus Christ, just find a fucking hobby, do something, do literally anything. I couldn't be miserable for that long. I'd kill myself.
Yeah, no, I it's likewise. I don't understand how they do it. I don't understand how they just live like this. Again, one person responded to me saying a lot of it is just very clearly untreated mental illness. Like a lot of these people are just sick in the head, sad or whatever, and they have not dealt with it. And so politics is their vector of working out their own broken psyches. And I'm just like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I can believe that. I didn't know Baldur's Gate was. For some reason I thought Baldur's Gate was isometric.
I'm like, these people need help. They need more, and I don't mean the political outcomes that we all want. No, these people need actual help. They are miserable.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you know, what's the thing of like, you know, you don't need therapy, you need capitalism to like die, and it's like, look, that's true sometimes, but these people also just need therapy.
Seriously, politics.
Like, but you can need both.
If politics is your vector with which you work out your fucked up emotions, then you're doing more harm than good, and you need to just get out of politics.
So true.
You need to go.
So fucking true.
Because I like I say, I in my tweet thread I pointed out that I'm like, I've got a lot of reasons to be sad about my life. Like, more than enough, more than my fair share of reasons to be miserable, to hate life, to hate this world, this, that, and the third. I have no interest in doing so, and I for damn sure have no interest in dragging anybody down with me. But these motherfuckers live for the dragging people down with them. They live because it makes them feel just a little bit better about themselves that they don't support genocide, but you do. So they can call you a genocide supporter and then feel good about themselves for the first time in their miserable fucking lives.
Yeah, I think that's. I think that is. Yeah, I think that's fundamentally it. I don't know if that's everyone, but I think there's enough people like that it's fostered a culture of just like being the worst person. And like what you're saying, like it reminds me of you know, the way I've got my dedicated hater.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's what's happening. I think that's with them as well. Like because, you know, they like, you know, I'm getting lots of calls of being racist now. But like Jesus, at least it's in response to me talking about race. That person's called me racist for pointing out that they called a black person a token. Like they'll call me racist over anything. Fucking, and like I think it's the same thing there. It's just like they need to feel good about themselves by trying to drag someone else down. They're not very good at it, but like by trying to drag someone else down by proving that they're morally superior. But like.
Yeah, that's really all there is to it.
If you were to step away and like analyze, just going off entirely off of like actions on Twitter, if you're to step away and like look at what they do on Twitter and look what I do on Twitter, I'll argue with people, but like honestly, I have more like fucking friendly conversations and probably I don't. Like a lot of my interacting with people anyway is like friendly conversation, friendly back and forths, like, you know. Yeah. Or jokes about politics, you know, general friendliness. Theirs is entirely like going into the replies of people and saying that they're Hitler, and then like getting no engagement and never. And
they're looking for a fight because they're looking to feel good about themselves. They want you to reply. They want you to go back and forth with them for hours on end. It makes them feel like their lives it distracts them from how miserable their fucking lives are.
Yeah.
Or how empty. It's the same thing I've said about people on the right. Like, why they join these extremist groups like the Proud Boys and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
These are a bunch of bored, miserable suburban dads and shit who they have nothing going for themselves. Even though, like, other than like doing the bare minimum to survive, and by all means, they could live fulfilling lives, but they don't really know how. They got a house, they got the car, they by all means are living good, but they're not happy. They're empty, so they're looking for a cause. They're looking for something to feel something. And so they cling to these larger-than-life movements because they feel like because it makes them feel good to fight against something rather and for whatever the fuck they think they're fighting for, because it just gives their empty fucking lives meaning.
Yeah, I actually think you're more right with the against than for. I think having an enemy is like a big part of it for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's definitely more against than for. Like, they don't believe in anything. They just love hating people. They're united in hatred. And and unfortunately, that exists on the left as well.
Online, I think it's the entire left. Thankfully, I do stand by. I've interacted with plenty of IRL activists. Like, I've not done too much activism over the last like year and a bit myself. I've got one thing I've been like a part of that, like, gets kept on the down low because that's what we want it to be. But not too much. But like, I have more experience in IRL activism than most of those people, frankly. The worst criticisms I could throw at people who actually do IRL activism, and I do have criticisms of some of the people and some of the shit that's been said to me in those spaces. But like, they're not just miserable shitheads with like nothing going on in their lives who only want to hate on people. Sometimes they hate on people, and I think they're wrong to. Sometimes there's bad takes, but like, at least I feel like they actually want to do something rather than just bitch and moan and hate.
Bingo. That's why I don't again, that's why I mute my tweets, because I know that these people are looking for a fight. They're fucking vultures, and that's not what I'm about to be known for, and that's not what I'm about. I'm not about to be fighting. I'm not about to feed an insatiable beast, the everlasting empty fucking void in these people's lives. I will not be the one to fill it. I will not be the avatar of their hatred or whatever the fuck they need to feel something. I'm good. I'm gonna say my piece and move the fuck on. No,
you're dead right. I might get into the habit of muting my own tweets, to be honest.
I still will never forget when I was talking to Aristocracy, and I told her that. She was like, "Wait, really?" I was like, "Yeah, I mute all my tweets." That's what, like.
That surprised me at first as well, to be honest. And like, yeah,
I mute them all. I sometimes go back to look to see if they got any traction. I just mute them all. I'm like, I'm good. I'm not about to fight people online, even people I like. Like, I see replies from people like you and such, and I'm just like, I could like go back and forth on Twitter with them, but I'm like, I don't feel like doing that anymore.
But have you considered no?
Exactly. I'm like, I'm good.
Nah, you're dead right. Like, and up until now, I don't think I would have agreed. But like, I suppose you've been like, in all the time I've known you, you've been an account that gets like more traction than me. You've got a bit more clout than me. So I suppose, like, right from in all the time I've known you, you've had more reason to anyway. But like, yeah, no, I think I haven't done it because I've been like, okay, I want to like engage with people and I want to make my arguments, and I can't make my arguments if I don't know there's people arguing with me. But like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, the fuck, like, I'm just saying the same thing on repeat, and it's like people just like going nah, like that's the tier of like engagement I'm getting. Like.
No, that's literally that is the bulk of the arguments you're gonna get. You are left with hours of your day gone, and you just feeling miserable by the end of it, having changed nothing and no minds. You're the one who lost.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And once I realized that was the realization I came to at a certain point when I was in the same fucking boat. I realized, what the fuck am I doing? These people I don't even know are making me miserable. No, they're not making me miserable. I'm making me miserable by engaging with a bunch of assholes when I could just as easily not. When I could just say my piece, maybe engage with one or two people, whoever I feel like engaging with, and then move the fuck on.
Yeah, I think I actually might start doing the same because, like, you know, I could just like stop being on Twitter. But to be honest, I like being on Twitter.
Me too.
I like engaging with certain people. I like throwing fucking dunks out on, you know, dipshits online. We all a lot of stuff I enjoy there. Yeah, a lot of stuff I enjoy there. The problem is that, like, at this point, I think I'm deluding myself if I think there's like any convincing can be done on Twitter. Like at this point, I think Twitter is such a cesspool of the worst fucking takes you have ever seen.
Oh, it's Twitter now is so much worse than it used to be, and it was bad before, but holy shit, is it worse now?
It's gotten so much worse. I'm not even sure to what extent I actually blame Musk on that, because don't get me wrong, a lot of the reasons it's bad are him. Like, but like I don't like the thing that's annoying me is like, is that like a direct result of him, or is it downstream in some way? You know,
I think the people have gotten worse.
The people have gotten worse. That's true, but I'm just thinking, like, have they gotten worse because, like, has shit he's done contributed to that? I want to say I feel like better people have left the website as a result. Yeah,
and now only the worst people are getting signal boosted, creating a feedback loop, encouraging only the worst behavior and beliefs. Like, it's gotten bad. One of my favorite people I used to follow is Adam Sewer. He's gone. He's just off Twitter now. You don't see him anymore. Now you see all these ridiculous, grossly racist accounts on the left and right just everywhere. Like, people like him are gone, and the people who have filled the fucking vacuum are only the worst fucking people with the most inflammatory dumb fuck statements.
Yeah, it's all the Nazis all the Nazis on the right propped up by Musk, and then it's like, and then on the, I don't even know what exactly the mechanism is on the left. I feel like just on the left, I feel like it's just, I just think that, like, more like fucking well-adjusted people have left because they're like, okay, well, there's fuck all on this site for me now.
They've either left or succumbed to audience capture and became a part of the problem. Like, take Hassan, for example. He did all this shit for clout and nothing more. He knows he's being inflammatory. He knows this shit will piss people off. He knows in his little interview where he was just basically sucking the guy's dick the whole fucking time. He's not there to inform. He's not there to challenge. He's not there to make anything, to make the culture on the left better. He's out for numero fucking uno. And it's abundantly clear that that's the case. He's a fucking clout shark. And unfortunately, a lot of people succumb to that. It's where there's a finite amount of attention anyone can get. We all want to be that big account that everybody listens to, that gets the viral tweets, like every single fucking tweet. We all want to be that guy. But we can't all be that guy. You know what I mean? The market is pretty fucking oversaturated. So it's resulted in everyone falling into the negative incentives of just being awful and tearing each other down in the hopes that they'll get to be that guy. Or clinging to justified positions like being pro-Palestine, but then taking it to increasingly ridiculous extremes because they want to stand out.
Yeah.
Like I said before, and I stand by this fucking tweet. A lot of people gotta join the ceasefire pro-Palestine movement because that was their first taste of being popular online, and so they're riding that wave, and
possibly
getting increasingly worse Because, again, they have to keep standing out. Just saying free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine isn't enough anymore. Now I got to up the ante. It's the same, and I know this to be true, because it's the literal same fucking method that right-wing media uses, that they've admitted to using. That that Rupert Murdoch, the former fucking CEO of Fox News, straight up said is what they do. They know they have to up the ante, because just being told the same thing over and over again, people get bored. You gotta up the ante if you want to stand out.
Yeah, I think you're just completely correct. Yeah, I think.
That's
man, it's bad. Like it's bad.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
It's just this problem didn't exist on the left before. Before, this was a right-wing problem. Now it's on the left too.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm definitely gonna tweet this later when I feel like it.
Yeah, do not at me. I had nothing to do with it. I do not need the attention. I got my attention for the week.
No. I'm just gonna re-articulate the same thoughts that, like, that which existed exclusively on the right is now a left-wing problem too. It's getting bad. It's getting worse by the day. Got motherfuckers protesting a cancer ward.
I saw a reference to that, but I don't know the story. What happened there?
Okay, so the fucking story with the motherfuckers legitimately protesting a goddamn cancer ward is because the leadership of the board or whatever received $500 million in donation to the cancer facility, to the whole facility, from a Zionist. So he's bad for accepting money from a Zionist. And so the whole ward needs to be protested. That's what happened.
I swear to God.
That's literally what happened.
Fucking God. I'm actually. Oh my fucking God. It's the fucking black squares. I keep making this fucking comparison, and I'm gonna keep making it. It's the fucking black squares from fucking BLM a few years ago. It's this meaningless virtue signal where we all just say, oh, fuck this thing, fuck that thing, and there's no analysis, no understanding of what's going on. It's all about the fuck. You're right, it's clout. It's all clout. Oh my God, they're all the most fucking pathetic clout sharks. I hate all of these people. I want them all to suffer. Holy fucking shit. Oh, this cancer ward received money from a Zionist, ergo it supports. How does it support Israel? So far, all it's done is taken money from them.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
That's exactly as insane as it sounds.
I swear to fuck. I should be given the right to. Oh. Fucking. Oh. I would not be a merciful God. I would be a very vengeful, spiteful God. And at this point, I think I'd actually be more vengeful of the left than the right, because at least the right are like supposed to be racist and stupid, and the left are like, come on, it's like step one, don't be a racist idiot. It's like step fucking one, and it's like, yeah, but like, what if we were? I swear to fuck. Yep,
it is I wish I was exaggerating. That's literally the backstory to that whole fucking thing. I wish I was exaggerating.
If I had a JoJo stand, I would want it to be just the ability to fucking assault people through the internet.
Yeah.
And I would abuse that power so much. I would be dealing a level of human damage that would make Israel go, all right, lads, slow the fuck down, because the entire online left would just be fucking hospitalized. Oh my God, I hate all of these people. Jesus Christ. Get hobbies, you fucking losers.
Get hobbies, get a life, just do anything other than what you're doing. Because this is insane.
It's, you know what, it reminds me of another fucking tweet I made yesterday. I didn't get that much thing, talking about, like, you know, it was some other tweet where someone was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about, I can't remember even what it was exact. No, it was before people were arguing it to me. But someone saying, like, yeah, you're fucking considering what the Jews have done to Yemen. It's like, the Jews haven't done shit to Yemen. Yemen's done shit to the Jews, if anything. Alright? This is insane. But the fucking...
I should have opened the back. Should have opened the back. But yeah, but like, and it was me pointing out, like, yeah, this is what the campism has gotten us. The constant team sports, the constant, well, these are my people because they're opposed to these people, and no analysis past that point. The idea that loyalty to a side is the way you're supposed to handle this, that's what got us here. Because now these motherfucking dickheads have no ability to actually analyze a situation and go, okay, but like, what's actually going on?
Yeah. It's fucking insane, isn't it?
Oh, Twitter is the death of leftism. I've been saying it for a bit now, and I'm proven more right with every passing day.
Yes, you are right on the fucking money. These people have lost their fucking minds. But what does that say about those of us who spend hours arguing with them? You know what I mean? That's why I stopped.
Yeah, no, you're the most correct anyone has ever been. Fucking hell.
That's why I stopped. I said to myself, these people are insane, and they will reap what they've sown, because they're called the culture which is nothing. No, it's worse than nothing. The culture they've created, they will ultimately eat each other the fuck alive. They can't help themselves. They need an enemy. They need someone to fight. And so they inevitably end up fighting each other. And I welcome that. I hope these miserable fucks make each other increasingly miserable. I hope so. And again, it's not really a hope. It's gonna happen. They are their own worst enemies, and that is the only solace I take in this, that they will continue to drive each other fucking crazy.
True. Very true. Very, very true and good. And you know what? This is the bad place.
They're in the bad place of their own making.
We have literally just described, like, you know, we've come back to actually just describing the bad place as Michael tried to reform it to, where it's like, what if we get them to torture each other?
And they do. They are in the bad place. They created it themselves.
We are. No, it's not just them. We are currently Kristen Bell. We are currently Kristen Bell turning around to fucking Chidi and Jason and Tahani,
this is the bad place. Yep. But they have to they never will realize it, that they're in the bad place. You and I realize it. That's why I got the fuck out of it. I realized it. I was like, yeah, no, fuck this. I'm in the bad place. I don't want to live like this. Bye. I say my piece and leave.
Right. You're so fucking right. You're so fucking yeah. Rico, like you've had a lot of good takes over the time I've known you. This is the most correct thing you've ever said. You could tell me your name is Rico Baker, and I'd be like, that's not as true as what you just said there, though.
Thank you kindly, because yeah, no, this is ridiculous, and I gotta say, I am quite proud of my awareness of the I guess not just the left, I guess just people. I don't know how to say. I'm just good with this is the only thing I'm good at. Everything else I'm pretty mediocre at. This is the only thing I can proudly say that I'm good at.
Mm.
Everything else is negotiable.
Yeah, well, you're certainly good at this. Like, you're very correct here.
Oh shit, he's about to die. Oh, oof. I should probably heal him. Does he not have a healing spell? Oh, he does, sort of. I'm just gonna keep him way the fuck over here. How about that? Yeah, you stay right there, buddy. Bucko. But yeah, nah. Yeah, no, I hate this fight. They really shouldn't have capped the level at 12 when there's so much fighting, more to do past level 12.
They capped the level at 12?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
That's wild. I would assume they'd have gone to 20.
That's literally, you go on Reddit, everywhere, everyone says that. They're like, why is the cap 20? Because there's so much shit that still happens well after level 12. She's just fighting for nothing at this point. Only for the story and the challenge. Because there's nothing more to gain.
That's mad.
Delicious.
Delicious.
But yeah, I'm glad you came to talk to me because I'm sorry you went through all that.
It was rough. It was rough. It was not fun.
I'm like, you deserve better than that.
True. I deserve so much. Every good thing should happen to me because I'm sick. I'm sick as fuck.
You're sick as fuck. You're a good dude. I got a lot of respect for you.
Thank you, Rico. I appreciate it. I respect you too.
But that's why I'm gonna need you to respect yourself and not subjugate yourself to a bunch of crazy people online.
Yeah, avoid the discourse.
Avoid, like, again, say your piece. I'm not saying don't ever tweet. By all means, say your piece. But then, vamos. Disappear.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's spicy. No, you're just like empirically correct. To be quite blunt.
I don't want to see you suffering like this.
I also don't want to see me suffering like this. I was gonna get work done today, and now I'm just like I'm not in a state that I want to. Fuck that.
Yeah, because they suck the life out of you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fuck that. I would literally rather just spend all fucking day playing video games, and I still feel better about myself than I do arguing with these dipshits online.
More productive. God. Yeah, no, you're just correct. Yeah, and you're right. Like, it was better. I feel like when I joined Twitter back in 2020, I could have had this like I could have made a statement like, actually, the people with a curse upon all Jews on their flag are anti-Semitic and we shouldn't support them, and like that wouldn't have been controversial. Like there wouldn't have been takes getting the likes like that I would have felt the need to I would have had to like dunk on them and like put myself out there to get the shit that I'm getting,
Yeah.
People would have just gone like the Houthis. Well, what are they up to? I mean, like, they're fighting Saudi Arabia and like they're victimized by U.S. oppression, but they also have curse upon all Jews on their flag. So like, we don't have to back that bit. But now it's like, no. They're opposed to U.S. imperialism, ergo, curse upon all Jews. It's totally fine if they think that. It's like, no, it's actually not. It's actually bad. Cultural imperial. I will do cultural imperialism against the concept of it's okay to do imperialism, but violent against. That it's okay to do violent imperialism against ethnic groups you don't like. That's my Western chauvinism. That it was bad when we did it, and it's bad when they do it.
Bingo. What's his name? Oh. Oh.
Let's go with Bran. Warrior.
Oh, damn. Nope. Alright. For next time. I'll use that next time. I'm glad you reached out, because, yeah, I can't sleep. I'm glad to have someone to talk to.
Yeah, so am I. I don't know who else I could go to about, like, Twitter's being mean to me.
Oh, fucking hiccup.
Fucking hiccups.
Mm. Oh no.
Oh no.
One of the allies. Why are these motherfuckers using dominate person? Why are they all doing that?
Because it's a powerful spell.
It's bullshit is what it is. Oh no, they turned me against me. And I'm the
How the
strongest
fuck does
one
that work?
here.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with that, aren't you?
Oh, that's not good. This is not good. This is no bueno.
It might even be bad.
Who's controlling him? Dominate person. Was it you? Ah, I didn't keep track of who was doing it. Dominated. Control silence. Which one of you motherfuckers is the one controlling my main guy? It's you. It's definitely you. There we go. We're back in action.
Nice.
Wait, no, what? That didn't... Concentrate silence. So which one of you motherfuckers? I need to find the guy that's done it. It's not him. No. Concentrate silence. Who dominated me? I broke his domination. It should have ended it. Boy. Well, here goes nothing. There you go. He's back to normal. I just had to hit my own guy. It was a light hit, but it worked.
It stabbed him out of it.
Do not give up. Push them back.
Whew. I'm a smart guy.
Oh fuck! What's the bit from the substance again? I am smart, 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 smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. Something like that. I can't remember it exactly.
Oh wait, did I use hold person on one of my allies? I did. Whoops. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
It's still going. Come on.
See this done.
Of course you missed. Of course you fucking missed. 25% chance to hit him. 100% chance to hit him. I'm fucking him up.
Nice.
50%. Break your... it didn't work. Oh, wait, hold on. Of course you missed. Of course you fucking missed.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Am I out of spell slots? There we go. I hope that did something. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, very much no. I
Oh,
forgot
no.
I forgot that spell required concentration.
Oh no.
Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh no.
It's okay. You can do it, Rico. I believe in you.
Yes, got his ass.
How painful it is up to you.
Did it work?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, it worked. Okay, good.
Unreal.
Sequence trigger imminent.
Too close for comfort.
All right. I might win this without a single death. I take it. I spoke too soon.
I might win this without a single death. Dies instantly.
Oh, god damn it. I goofed.
You goofed.
That person would
You
still
just
be
a goofy
alive.
guy.
That person would still be alive had I not fucked that up.
It's okay, Rico. We all make mistakes. Except for me, who has never once made a mistake.
Hey, amen to that, brother.
Yeah.
Alright, what to do about you? What do I do about you? Were you dominated? Oh no. You're the one. Who's doing the dominate person? Who's doing it? I'll fucking kill you, buddy.
Mind flares, is it?
You. Nah. The humanoid peoples can do it too. Dominate person.
Fair. I've seen like stuff that makes me think. Don't tell me if they are, because I don't want to spoil anything. But I've seen stuff that makes me think that mind flayers are like the big bads in Baldur's Gate.
They're definitely treated as such.
Yeah. So fucking dominate person, mind flayers. Kind of goes together.
Mind flayers are definitely treated like the big bads of the world, of this world. So yeah, the dominate person is kind of their thing, but we can learn it too.
Yeah, I know dominate person is like a spell in general in D&D. I've played a lot of D&D. I know these things.
Oh, very well.
I'm just like if everyone can do dominate person, but they do the fuck out of dominate person.
They pretty much land it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everyone could do it, but it's their thing.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Alright, let's see. Who to shoot? Since I can't fucking move. I am petrified. Am I still maimed? Nope, not anymore. That means I can fuck you up with my big ass halberd.
I'll fucking shit up with a big ass halberd.
Die.
Die.
Fucking die, buddy. Bucko. You too.
I love Bucko. It always makes me think of Jordan Peterson.
Oh, that was one of our people. I nearly killed them. I didn't realize. I didn't look at the name. I just saw red and red circle. I was like, all right, fuck them up.
One day I'll catch up.
That's how people die, Rico.
Yes, it is.
I don't fancy their chances.
11, 16. No, we're not dead. Fucking getting there, though. Oh, I'm fucked, yeah. 50-50? Oh, okay, I'm not fucked yet. Well, probably.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Nation sequence activated.
Get electrocuted, dick bags.
You
Dick
were
bag.
made to serve. Do not fight your nature.
You were made to serve. Do not fight your nature. Wow, what a thing to say.
Yeah, pretty fucked up, actually.
That's a really fucked up thing to say to somebody.
Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Sequence trigger imminent.
Okay, what to use, what to use. What to do, what to do. Well, I could go take this fucking guy. Oh, I don't have enough movement to do that. 40% at that distance. Fuck it. We ball. Only 9 damage. Awesome, bro. That awesome.
Let my enemies fall.
Oh, controller. Oh, a critical hit.
Unreal. Love a good crit.
That was not good.
Oh, you got critted. Rough.
I got critted, yeah. Now my
Well,
guy,
less than ideal.
now my guy is definitely about to die. Well, unless I do this.
Take you.
Blood comes easy these days.
Pushed him out of the blast radius. Hell yeah.
Unleash me.
Nice.
I am. That didn't do no damage. Phantasmal killer. Oh, what the fuck. Yeah, good. Finish his ass off. Oh, is it over?
But it was all for naught. My friends, my fellow, you must finish this. Destroy the foundry, end the Steel Watch.
Oh no. I failed to save them
Oh no.
because I didn't turn off the fucking things that automatically kill all the Gondians.
I don't know what a Gandhian is, and don't explain it to
I
me.
am irrelevant. Just go.
Oh no. I didn't. Don't tell me I have to do this fight all over again.
You might do. You
I
might
might
do.
have to because they all died.
Lost it all. Can I have no peace?
You know, as they do say.
Fine.
That's rough, buddy.
Let us move swiftly before I change my mind.
All the Gondians are dead. Oh no. What the hell? Oh no. Alright, I'll do that fight all over. Or I accept that I failed to save the Ghanaians, whichever comes first. I've never had that happen before.
I swear this never happened before. Yeah, it's just it's the one-time thing. Never happened. I don't know. Normally, I don't have this problem.
Fucking hell. Alright. I'll do the fight all over again. God, that fight took a while. Fuck it. I'm gonna lower the difficulty just to get it over with.
It's fucking valid.
I'm not going through all of that all over again.
Like, you're so fucking right. Like man, people talk about like fucking playing challenging games like it's some sort of like fucking moral thing. It's like, nah, fuck off. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm going to turn down the difficulty. And I like hard games, but like at a certain point, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I got better shit. Yeah, banging my head off this wall repeatedly. Nah, fuck that.
And I was doing so good, only one of the Ghanaians had died. But then because I didn't turn off the things in time, all the Ghanaians died.
Well,
so,
mission failure. We got him next time.
Alright, here we go. Alright, now we're on easy mode because fuck this, fuck these guys, just fuck this shit. I just want to get this over with at least.
Yeah, perfectly fair.
I'll turn it back to tactician mode for the boss. But this ain't even that's crazy. This ain't even the boss.
Yeah, I mean, look, you did the fight, and realistically, like you did, if difficulty wasn't the problem there. You just forgot a certain thing.
I forgot. I legit forgot about it. By the time I realized what happened, it was too late.
Yeah, so like you already know you can beat it at like the higher difficulty. So like, who cares? Like, what the fuck does it matter?
I have nothing to prove to nobody because like you just said, I've already done the deed.
Exactly.
Why would you blast your own people, you asshole?
Because he's an asshole.
No glue.
Yeah, it's a good thing I have Reno in hand.
Alright, let's see. We're gonna do something silly.
Getting silly.
Get captured, dumbass.
Shall be done.
Got to keep fighting.
How do I have 4 viewers at fucking 4 in the morning?
You have 4 viewers?
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of them. Who are the other 3?
Who are the other 3 watching me right now at 4 in the fucking morning? Who are you people?
Well, it's not 4. Maybe it's not 4 in the morning for them. Like, it's fucking. Times up for me. Like, it's 9:20 for me.
Oh yeah, good point. Oh, they left as soon as I said that.
Yeah. They got offended.
They're like, oh, okay, I'm out of here.
Well, fuck you too.
All right, what to do? What to do? Roy! He says it's 1 p.m. where he's at.
Yeah, where the fuck's that? Where are you 1 p.m.? That's 5 hours from... No, is that 5 hours? No, it's not 5 hours. It's 4 hours from where I am. So that would be... Where the fuck would that be?
Good to see you, buddy.
Middle East or something? Or in Africa?
Despite everything.
It's somewhere.
Presumably it's somewhere. Yeah. Hello, Roy.
All in one shot. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, wow, yeah, I'm wrapping this shit up real fast.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, Roy is for the Middle East. You got it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it stands to reason. Is, you know, I wouldn't have, like, a perfect line of, like, where the, you know, the, oh my god, what are they called? The fucking time zones are. But, like, yeah, Middle East sounds about right, you know, because I know Spain and Poland and Germany, they're, like, an hour ahead of GMT. So, like, you know, it's about extending that out. Yeah, probably Middle East-ish. You know,
yeah.
An area of the world map where, admittedly, my knowledge of my geographic knowledge begins to falter, and it's like it just kind of blends into Middle East, but sounds about right.
God damn, Roy, I didn't know you were Middle Eastern. Nice to meet you. Nice to know that you are the second person I've had on my following me that is Middle Eastern.
Cool.
You fight against progress. I will not allow it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah?
Oh no. Oh no, look what he's doing. Aura of terror. Oh how
Oh well, that
horrifying.
sounds terrifying.
Like it is. This fucker tried to push me into the blast radius, you fucking loser.
What an asshole.
Why would you put grease all over the ground, you shitbag?
So they can set it on fire? Dickhead! Oh, you fucking wanker!
Today's gonna be a day. Today's gonna be a day.
That's true. It's a true fact from Detective Baker, PI.
Hasten, baby.
Yeah, no, Detective Baker. Yeah,
I would love to
Baker
be
is not. Baker is not like a cool name for a detective.
No, it is not. Did you? Well, side note, I don't know if I ever told you. I actually did try to become a detective.
Did you? Fuck.
In the military, in the criminal investigation department, I tried to become a detective. I got denied the job because I had too many debts. They said I was a liability.
Fair enough. Well, not fair. That's bollocks. Yeah.
I wanted to be a detective. I thought it'd be cool. But nope, too many debts.
Too many debts. Too many debts. Have you ever seen Too Many Cooks?
Yes, I have. My twin brother showed it to me, and it just kept going and getting more and more unsettling. Yeah, I'll never forget it.
It goes on so fucking long. Like, it's so strange.
It's incredibly strange, yet you can't look away.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Why are they all using Aura of Terror? What the fuck, man? I'm just gonna lightning strike you dickbags. Eat shit.
Eat shit and also die.
All three of you. Oh wow, they're all dead. I killed them all in one shot. Good lord.
Ideal.
Another one down. Easy.
Gotta get this last motivator. Alright, no one will die this time.
Class.
Oh, thank God. What do you mean the path is interrupted? Ah, whatever. Okay, they're safe. No, everybody lives. Yay me! If there's one of the criticism I'm gonna have is that the difficulty spike is kind of absurd because it starts to become less an issue of skill and tactics and more an issue of just whether or not you get fucking lucky. And I personally am not a fan of luck, of having to rely on RNG or some shit in my games.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that either. It's kind of an inevitability with a D&D game, though.
Yeah.
You just okay. You know, as is the case with games like that, it's always a case. You know, the skill is always in. You know, you're just trying to pile up the odds in your favor as much as possible.
Oh yeah. Nah, It's like this game's idea of increased difficulty, which is standard really, is just like higher health pool for the enemies,
higher damage, bigger numbers.
And it's not so much just bigger numbers as in they hit harder, it's just they're more likely to hit hard. You know, the RNG starts to favor the enemy and me start hitting you more, getting more critical hits. You know what I mean? It's just like that kind of annoys me. Cause now it's like I'm using good tactics, but it's the one factor I can't account for is whether or not I get lucky. Get lucky enough to land a hit.
Yeah, no, that's...
And I don't know if I am okay with that.
It does sound like a pain.
Like, am I actually being challenged right now? Or...
Is this just, like, frustrating?
It's just frustrating. And I feel more frustrated than challenged. Because it's not like the enemy is outmaneuvering me. It's just they're getting better rolls than me.
Yeah, no, I get that. Sounds like a pain in the hole.
And that's... Yeah, I'm not... Not a fan.
That's perfectly fair.
I don't like relying on luck in my games. I just don't. I like it all. That's why I love Sekiro, because it was just all hands on deck, right? It is just skill on top of skill. That game does not hold your hand. It is just, you ain't got to worry about whether or not you get lucky. None of that nonsense. It's just, at the same time, it's an unforgiving game, but it gets challenged right. It's just like, if you don't figure it out, you're on your own, bucko.
Yeah, but very figurable, very figure-outable.
Like, good luck, Chuckle Nuts. You better learn how to play my fucking game. You better get the rhythm right, or you'll die over and over again. Like, the Sekiro, I think, is of all the games I've played in my life, it is the most perfectly balanced game I've ever played. You know, where the whole point is that it's supposed to be difficult. Because once you figure out how to play, it's really not that bad. Still challenging, but it's not that bad.
I agree. Like once, I remember like when I figured out like how to play Sekiro, like I went from getting stonewalled really hard early on to like breezing through a good chunk of the game like at a fucking solid pace.
At a solid pace. Like once you figure it out, it's really not that bad. Yes, there are some bosses that are going to fuck you up, but it feels fair. I don't feel like I'm being cheated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
No, yeah, that's why, and I'm gonna put this in my review. Obviously, these are entirely different fucking genres, but there's a difference between, there's no fairness when luck is the main factor, because it just felt unfair on numerous occasions when I played on the hardest difficulty, where it just feel like I'm not even, I don't really have a chance here. This is supposed to be tactical.
you're looking at it and it's like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Not anything really. You just kind of it just feels like it's not that you're fucking up, you're just getting fucked.
That's perfect. That is the perfect way to put it, because I'm like, I know I'm not doing anything wrong here. I'm using my characters as efficiently and effectively as possible, and I'm still getting fucked. And then I lower the difficulty, and it becomes abundantly clear the difference is that it's luck. In the hardest difficulty, you just get really unlucky. Your hits will miss, and the enemies won't. And initiative. You know who goes first at the hardest difficulty. The enemies are pretty much always gonna get the initiative. So you're just gonna get bombarded. And by the time it's even your turn, you're fucked. You're already half dead, if not already dead.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
And that doesn't feel fair.
The ultimate watcher.
It doesn't feel fair at all.
Indestructible. We'll see about that.
It shames me to
So,
admit
but I don't know how you balance a fucking tabletop RPG.
I would be crushed in an instant.
Yeah, no, the unfortunate truth is like, yeah, if it's not an action game, like the RNG is kind of baked into the system. There's no getting around that.
Yeah.
And like increasing the numbers means like just increasing the numbers, which is standard how you make things more difficult, means increasing the RNG to be bad against you, to like making the RNG feel worse.
Yeah.
And there's just very little. I don't know. Maybe there's an answer to this I'm not aware of because I'm not a game designer, but I don't know how you'd go. I think that's just sort of an inevitability of the genre.
Yeah, because they say like we don't want to make a game. Like, I understand what they're going for. They want to give a challenge so people don't get bored. The more challenge-oriented players don't get bored. I get that. But what is the challenge? I'm not fighting the game. I'm fighting luck.
Yeah.
And that's not fun.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. I'm just basically leave it up to God.
Yeah. Fucking, it's, I don't know, save scum?
Just fed my kitties.
I was thinking you were doing something like that.
Feeding the babies. Yeah, nah, that's my contention. I don't want to play against God. I want to play against the game. I want the game and its mechanics to challenge me again, like Sekiro. Like, maybe get a master fucking chess player to write the algorithm for how the enemy AI plays at the hardest difficulty. You're going against a motherfucker that is going to outmaneuver you in every fucking turn. But wait, you can't account for how the player plays, because the player can play in any fucking way damn near imaginable in this game, which is great. But how do you match that? Well, just make them less lucky. Make the enemies more lucky. So, yeah, that is really hard to balance.
Yeah, I think I think it's just there's no the standard difficulty thing is increasing numbers. That's the standard difficulty raising thing.
Yeah.
And the problem is when you're increasing numbers in something that is fundamentally like a dice rolling game, you're just making the RNG harder and therefore making it feel worse. That's just that's fundamentally what's going on there. You're guaranteeing that they hit more often and hit harder, and you hit less often and hit proportionally weaker. The other and there's no way to do a number change in what is a dice rolling game that for difficulty and not have it work out like that. The other way of increasing difficulty is new mechanic shit, but to be fair, Baldur's Gate is so fucking mechanically dense from what I hear that I don't know what the fuck you'd even do. That's asking a lot there for an extra difficulty setting.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't have even added a hard mode. I'd have just kept it balanced. Because
I think
balanced mode is difficult enough, but it feels fair. Hard mode.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. They probably designed the game around balance mode, and then they're like, "Look, people are going to want the higher challenge, so let's just go in and spend a relatively small number of development resources, adding in these fucking difficulty settings that will." It's just I think the extra difficulty settings were probably just an efficient use of resources.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to look at it, and definitely what the fuck is going on. What to do?
Battle favors the fearless.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. Oh, never mind, that didn't work.
Found my mark. Nothing will stand in my way. What do I have to lose?
All right. Let's go, buddy. Yeah, I put it back on balance mode instead of easy mode, just because I did easy mode just to get through that fight again. But balance, it feels fair.
Yeah, I said, they probably designed it around balance.
Designed it completely around balanced, and everything else, like you said, was just tacked on. But yeah, I would, if you were to get this game, I wouldn't recommend playing on anything other than balanced. Easy mode is too easy, but balanced mode is perfectly fine.
Yeah, sounds about right to me. That's probably what I do. I tend to just stick with the normal difficulty in games these days. I used to set it to easy so I could just enjoy the story, and I was like, and then after a while I was like, you know what? I think I've robbed myself of experiences by doing that. I robbed myself of tension at times. And then there's times where I've put it to hard. And there's games where you'll put it to hard, and it's because you're like, okay, yeah, I'm playing this for the gameplay, not story. I'm give me a challenge. And it's and you just I just ended up bouncing off it because it's there's not the mechanic. This doesn't feel like there's the mechanical depth to justify how annoying this is to play on hard mode from the beginning, and as a result, I bounced off the game as a whole. had like mechanical depth from the beginning. You remember God of War 3? I played like I went to play that, set to the hardest difficulty immediately, and I just kind of bounced off it because I was like, okay, I'm just banging my head off a wall here. Like maybe if I'd started at like normal mode, but I just don't care enough. What is Roy sitting there going? No, so you play it.
Roy, I value my life and my time too much to torture myself in honor mode.
I'm assuming honor mode is the highest difficulty?
It is the highest. It is above tactician mode, which is hard mode. Honor mode is just stupid. It's just pure suffering. It is for people who just don't value their time. And I don't know if I want to entertain that.
That is fair and valid. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm dying. Whatever will I do?
Yeah, some people just like to get their fucking shit kicked out of them.
Some people live for that shit. And like you said before, they attach them kind of like it's like a moral victory. Like they just feel better about themselves for beating on the hardest difficulty. And I'm not one of those people.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I like that. That is a group of people. But I also do think, like, I think there's a separate, maybe there's some overlap, but I think there's a separate group of people who are just like, it's not a moral thing. They just like playing it when it's so fucking they like playing a game and just like watching themselves get fucking wrecked constantly and like, I'll figure this shit out. I'll figure it out.
I'm like, how do you like that?
Oh, I'm same. I don't get that at all. Actually, I said this to some friends of mine. They're like, were fucking stunned when I said this. Like, I play games for new experiences, and novel experiences is like the main thing I like to get out of games. So like, there are a few games where I have played basically the entire game, got into the final boss, gave it a few tries, and then was like, okay, yeah, I've seen this boss, I've seen the mechanics, I get how it goes. I could beat this boss if I was just willing to like try it for like, you know, X number of tries. But like, I'm not going to enjoy that as much as just playing a different game now. It's not even like me getting frustrated or something. It's just me going like, yeah, okay, I get this boss. I see the enjoyment. I've enjoyed this boss, and fighting it a few more times just so I can see that end credit scene isn't going to really just you're doing the fucking cost benefit. Yeah, I don't care enough. Just go play a new game, get a novel experience.
Exactly. Yeah, I think back to my experience with Sekiro. I know I keep bringing that up. In the Soul series in general, just From Software games, they are not... Sekiro, again, was the hardest one, Bloodborne being the second, but they all feel fair. And I never feel like with Sekiro especially, like... So there's the Owl Father, you're that giant dude with the big ass sword, that's your father. And then there's the memory version of him where he's even harder. I loved it. Yeah. I fucking loved it.
I never fought the memory version of him. I stopped playing the game before I got around to it, but like the fucking Owl is like a fucking incredible boss fight. Like, there are bosses I found frustrating in Sekiro because they kept kicking the shit out of me. But even though he kept kicking the shit out of me, he's like the first is Genichiro. Is Genichiro you ran through?
Genichiro, yeah.
Not the old guy, but like his grandson.
Genichiro.
Oh yeah, that was Genichiro. Yeah, like the first Genichiro fight, the Genichiro fight before you fight Owl anyway. Like I did find quite frustrating, and like it's a good boss fight. It's just he kicked the shit out of me. Owl kicked the shit out of me just as much, but I didn't find frustrating because he was just so fucking good.
Oh my god, I loved his fight so much. His fight was so fun. Like I never felt frustrated. I felt like I was having fun. Genichiro, it felt like I was just paint by the numbers. Once you got his rhythm down, he became easy. But
yeah, I did not like Genichiro's fucking like machine gun bow. That annoyed me. That I was just like, how the fuck are you doing that? 2, god fucking damn it, stop hitting me.
Hey, boy, it said fuck your defense and parrying. Like the machine gun arrows. Oh yeah, that shit sucked.
Yeah. Why did anyone invent gunpowder when this man could just fire more arrows in a second than any gun could fire bullets?
Like, well, don't even like this man put gun wielders to shame, and there were actual gun wielders in the game.
Mad.
No. The Genichiro fight was paint by the numbers. It was all right. The only fight that actually frustrated me, like I actually felt genuine frustration, was the headless fucking ape.
Oh, I don't remember being too frustrated at the headless ape, to be honest.
It took me a while to figure that one out.
Yeah, I think I did get a bit frustrated in it, but like, I don't know. My memory of it is like my memory of that fight is generally pretty fucking positive, to be honest. Why did I do it? That was so dumb. If for no other reason than I remember getting the parry and like, when you parry him, then you do the spear into him.
Yeah,
that feels real good.
That
feels real fucking good.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah. So like the twin apes or the two apes or whichever it's called.
Oh, that was the one. That was the one I meant. That's what frustrated me. The twin apes. We have to fight both of them. Oh, fuck that.
Okay, yeah, that was some bullshit. That was just straight up some bullshit. No, the one I found the most frustrating. It's the one that like made me stop playing. Was the Demon of Hatred. I despised that boss. I hated him so much because it felt like I'd spent the entire game like unlearning how to play Dark Souls and learning how to play Sekiro, and then they're just like, by the way, here's a fucking Dark Souls boss.
Honestly, you did not feel like he did. That boss took me days to beat. I loved it, but hated it at the same time. And when I finally beat him, I damn near pissed myself. I was so happy.
Fucking fair, like.
Like, oh, it was like finally it's over. Oh my god, the final boss wasn't even that hard.
No, I did not enjoy that fucker at all.
But that's why, you know how I be in games. They're like, here's a secret boss. You don't have to fight him, but if you do, he's gonna be harder than the actual mainline story boss. Which,
I was expecting that for Owl, for the fucking Owl father memory thing. Like in that case, I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna fucking kick my head in, and like I'm ready for it. I'm expecting it. I expect that's how it's going to go. I'm prepared for it. That's what I'm signing up for. I was not expecting that for the fucking Demon of Hatred.
Oh no, man! The Demon of Hatred definitely lives up to the name.
Ooh.
The Demon of Hatred definitely lived up to his name.
100%. Yeah, and like the thing that got to me is like, people talked about Owl and the Owl Father and like how fucking hard they were. I never saw people talk about Demon of Hatred, so I was not at all expecting it.
Yeah, I didn't see much talk about it either. I saw in the subreddits I follow for Sekiro and whatnot, people had more to say about Owl Father and the final boss, which the final boss, by the way, best final boss I've ever, just from not just the fight.
I've heard exclusively incredible things about him.
Yeah, the setting, just from the setting alone, it's peak, bro. It's the best final boss I've ever fought in any video game ever.
That is high praise.
That is extremely high.
And you've
praise.
played Dragon's Dogma, so like you've done that fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I will die on the hill that was Jesus fucking Christ, best boss fight ever. Like it was like just on cool factor alone, it was so cool.
It's pretty fucking cool. That's yeah. I'll give you that if I give you nothing else. It was pretty fucking cool.
It was pretty fucking cool, and that motherfucker keeps you on the edge of your goddamn seat. And it's 4 phases. Like it just gets worse with each phase.
Sick.
And it like he gets so much cooler with each phase. I love it.
No, one of these days I might go back to Sekiro, but not for a while yet, to be honest.
I hope you do. And I planned on streaming it myself because I never streamed it. I'll happily play that again. You can just watch my stream, bro. We can experience that bullshit together.
Oh no, like I've seen people fight him. Like it's I want to fight him myself.
I want to watch that.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe one of these days, a few months, maybe I'll like Actually, how much is Sekiro on fucking PlayStation Store right now?
I want to see that, bro. I just want to hear your reactions. I gotta know. I gotta know, because that everything else is here and there, but that final boss fight is just too good.
So if you go to the PlayStation Store and you type SE, you'll immediately get Sekiro.
Hell yeah!
In fact, with just S, how quickly does it show up?
Here I go.
Oh yeah, no, it still shows up not too far. So like, what's me? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 12th game to show up. Behind Skull and Bones, Star Wars Battlefront, Rainbow Six Siege, South Park. Oh, there's a new South Park game. I didn't know that. Skyrim, Sonic, Suicide Squad, The Sims, and the Spider-Man games. Then it's Sekiro, a game that came out in 2019? 2019, yeah. 5 years ago.
It holds up like fine fucking wine.
I mean, it holds up well enough that you still have to pay 70 quid for it, despite the fact that it's 5 years old.
Okay, that's bullshit. I hate that. Yeah, the companies have just decided, yeah, we don't care how long it's been. We're not lowering the prices of our games.
I mean, like, look, I'm gonna far be it for me to decide to defend corporate greed, but like, I think it just speaks to
how
the
good
game.
Yeah, the quality of the
game.
That
like they feel like they can just leave it at 70. Like, it's grand. We don't need to like lower the price to get people to buy it. People who are going to buy it are going to fucking buy it for 70 anyway.
Because it stands on its own. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like The Witcher 3, that's 30 quid now.
Oh, finally.
And, like, that. Yeah, and like that's not that much older.
That game has been sitting at like 60 for years.
Yeah. The Last of Us Part 2, that's 40 quid. That is a newer game than oh my god, Sekiro. Well, Lies of P is new, so that one's not really worth it. These are all not giving me the price because they're all included. So yeah, fucking
Sekiro deserves that. All right, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, it's not even a matter of deserves. I've hot takes on I've hot takes on a few concepts like deserves and loyalty.
Fair. From Software has earned enough loyalty to be able to charge people however the fuck they want, but they've been pretty reasonable about the prices of their games. I'm not like it's not like when I say loyalty, it's not even anything to do with this. It's just like that's a concept I have a relatively hot take on. It's just I'm just making the point that like, it's not whether or not they deserve it. It's that like they can, because people will pay it. Like I assume they're making that. I assume they have it at that because the idea is, well, that's the selling price of that game still. Like that's the optimal, supply versus demand selling price for the game still. That means
after 5 years.
That means after 5 years, demand is still high.
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong. Look, I wish it was free. But if it's not going to be free, if they're going to be charging a price for it, and they're like, this is the price we can pay, we can charge for it. I think it just speaks.
That says something.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go. Persuasion check. Got a 15 on the dot. Hell yeah.
I say you're right. They deserve a leader who'll encourage them to create, not destroy.
They're really playing to the D&D aspect of it with the... Are you playing a gnome?
No. That's just one of the side characters.
terribly.
Okay, because I glanced over and it looked like it was like, you know, looking at your it was the kind of camera angle they do when they're looking at your character, like say something. And I was just like, is he playing a gnome? But I've seen your character. You're not playing a gnome. You're way too tall. You're at least 4 gnomes in a trench coat.
How dare you? Cowards!
Fuck this guy.
The Gondians recognize Barkus Root as leader of the Iron Hand Gnomes and look forward to ushering in a new peace between our factions.
It is with a heavy heart that I remove Wolbrin Bongle from our ranks. You have until first light to leave the city. Wolbrin.
I expect treachery from all sides, but you, little Barkus, the boy who followed me from the Underdark, who clung to me like moss to stone, when we next meet, my hammer will cleave your skull in two, and that is a promise.
Fuck you, Wolbrin.
Oh, is this the dickhead deep gnome?
Yeah. He's just a total dickhead.
Well, here we are. A most
You should kick him.
unexpected outcome.
I wish I could
Kick him across the room.
I am many things. A leader is not one of them. But no time like the present to learn. And I can't do any worse than Wolbrin. Sorry as I am to say it. I don't know when he became so angry. So violent. But I'm glad to say I see the truth of it now. At last. Thank you for your encouragement. Did.
Hey,
And
baby.
have done since the day we met.
Cat?
I may have
this is my
lost
baby.
Wolbrin,
She jumped up to me.
but I found a far preferable ally. Friend, even. Now, myself and the Iron Hand Gnomes have much to disentangle. But when you're ready to face what's waiting for you, believe me, we will be at your side. Shoo then. For now. My friend.
Oh, Barkus.
An alliance with the Iron Hands. I didn't think it possible. The Gondians are in your debt, my friend. Simply call, and we will be by your side. I swear it.
Ooh, the steel watch is disabled. Hell yeah. What time is it? Yeah, today's gonna be a day.
It will indeed.
I suppose I should get it started.
Yeah, you gonna log off? Get the work done, shit?
I don't wanna, but I should.
That's fair.
I don't want to be responsible, but I should.
You're doing the right
What did you say,
thing.
Leah? No. I'm gonna do it. I need to get up and just do it. I've been playing video games all night.
That's fair. Sure, look. Chat you later, Rico.
I'll talk to you later, dude. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, Sam. Thanks.
Peace.